Greetings, friends and foes. I'm Podge, and today I want to talk to you about tattoos. So I've gathered some things that I've learned over the years in regards to getting tattoos, and I just really feel like they're pretty unique. I mean, you hear all the things people tell you about make sure it's something that you want and it's permanent and they hurt and this and that. But I think that there's like a skill to be learned in regards to planning and selecting what you're going to get. So today I will drop some knowledge. First, I'd like to disclaim that pretty much all of my tattoos are very minimal and black and white only. So if you're looking to get something that's like larger, colorful, or that includes a lot of shading, this might be a little less applicable, but I still think there's some nuggets to take away. First, I'd like to start off by saying that it's very important to expose yourself to as much inspiration as you can. So look a lot online, look a lot on Pinterest, and I think subconsciously, even if you think you don't know, you will grow like a taste for what your style is or what you prefer, and that's very helpful in the long run. I also feel pretty strongly about this, that tattoos don't have to have this grand, extraordinary meaning. You can definitely get a tattoo that's just decoration, and I think that's just as cool and important as a tattoo that has like a very special background to it. Your tattoo does not have to be huge. Second guess the sizing that you're thinking about, and it doesn't have to be huge. I will say, of all the tattoos that I have, none of them I wish were bigger, but there are a couple that I wish were smaller. This is like the keystone to my tattoo philosophy. Pair the tattoo design that you're wanting to get with an appropriate part of your body. You can cater your design to the shape of your body, and I think it's very important to consider this when choosing what you want and where you want it. For example, this one is one of my favorite tattoos, and I just think that like complements that part of my body very well. Try to foresee things that you're going to want in the future, and just think about if maybe another tattoo that you're wanting to get might look better in that spot. So there's some spots on your body that are just like prime real estate for tattoos. Draw your design on your body.
Draw your design on your body.
Draw it a lot of times on your body. I like to use like a washable type marker, like a Crayola marker would be good. Or you can use pen, I mean whatever, just probably not Sharpie. And even if it looks like shit, I think the purpose that this serves is so you can like live and walk around for a couple hours or a day seeing something there on your body. If it's the general shape, then you'll get an idea of like, oh, I really like this. Or you know what, like I'm kind of sick of it being art, or it just doesn't fit there. That has helped me get what I want time and time again. Another thing to consider is that your body bends and folds, and I think it's very easy to forget that when planning a tattoo you're going to get. You just have this spot in mind and you're just dead set on it, you're gonna get that there, but you should consider how the tattoo will warp when you move. Alec just got a tattoo on his leg, and that's such a perfect example. You can see that when he's sitting, the tattoo looks much different than when he's standing. We drew it on his leg so many times to figure out what's a good placement, and like he got to decide at home if he wanted it to be straight while standing or if he wanted it to be straight while sitting. But like if you were to roll up to the tattoo shop and they put the stencil on you and you didn't do this homework, then that's like pretty unnerving. You're about to get this permanently on your body and you didn't realize how bad it warps when you sit. It's very important to go on Yelp to check out the reviews of the tattoo shop, or really you can find the tattoo shop you're wanting to go to and then sort of dive into the different artists that are there and check out their Instagrams. And I also like to go on their Instagram and go on their tagged photos because it's a little more authentic to see like what people are saying in their own posts about the tattoo or the experience, rather than just what the artist is saying or doing. Also, I think it's good to remind yourself that you will be nervous when you go. Sometimes I'm like, oh, it's just another tattoo, like I know what I'm getting, it's fine. But you get up in there and like inevitably your heart rate's gonna be up and you're gonna be a little sweaty. Because you're so nervous, you might want to just give in to what the tattoo artist is recommending, or like maybe they just do something on the stencil that you didn't ask, and you're like so nervous and worked up that you just like, okay, yeah, sure, but that's not what you wanted. Like for example, this one, I had planned for that to be like so dainty, like probably half this size. They didn't ask me and they drew it and it was way bigger than this, and I was like,
I need that to be smaller.
And they drew it again and it was like still pretty big. But it was one of those situations where like I wasn't dead set in my mind on the sizing. If I had been sure, I could have been like, no, I would like it to be about 3 inches tall. So that's why it's good to just like go through these steps to alleviate any uncertainty. And when they put the stencil on you, do not be afraid to have them redo the stencil 100 times. It's your body, you're paying them to do this, so get the stencil redone to be exactly how you like it. After they put the stencil on, be sure to move and bend, especially if it's a spot that has high warp potential. Look at it at different angles and doing different things just so that you're 100% sure. And then 2 little tidbits that I kind of wish somebody would have advised me. One is that the ink will inevitably bleed out a little bit as the tattoo heals and as you grow. Like for example, this finger tattoo, like this triangle when I first got it was like completely open and clear, and now it's like kind of filled in, like the ink just bled out. And lastly, if you have your design in mind and you get the stencil and whatnot, and then like something comes up to where the artist asks you, do you want me to fill this in or leave it open? Err on the side of just don't get it. Leave it open. Skip the detail if you don't feel strongly. For example, I just got this one done and I didn't know if I wanted this part of the arrow to be filled in, and I was like playing with the idea of filling just one of them in and leaving the other one blank. I thought about my tattoo philosophy and I was like, you know what, leave it blank. And I'm happy that I did, because now, I mean, if I wanted to go back and put something in there, I could, but if you fill it, it's filled. You just want to leave your options open. So that's all. I just kind of wanted to share that information. I feel pretty passionately about getting cool tattoos in cool places and just being sure of the situation when you go. I think we should all decorate our bodies. I will see you on the next stupid ass video.